7 on Tuesday's Newstalk Breakfast. A planning application to transform Boland's Mill will be lodged in Dublin City Council tomorrow. It's the largest proposed construction project in the capital since the downturn. The application is being funded by NAMA and will see a mix of office, residential and retail and cultural space to transform the historic area. For those who don't know, it's right in the Grand Canal dock area. Ian Guider, Newstalk business editor, has been going through the particular application and joins us now. What exactly is proposed, Ian?
Morning, Ivan. Well, this is a huge site. The redevelopment will extend to almost 400,000 square feet of office, residential, retail and what they're calling cultural and exhibition space. And it's in prime Dublin real estate because on that Grand Canal site, on Barrow Street, you have the European headquarters of Facebook and Google. They employ thousands of people, and this is where all of these technology companies want to go to. So that's why NAMA are getting this planning permission in now. They know there is a shortage of quality office space in this area, and that's where all these technology companies want to go to. They've actually nicknamed that area Silicon Docks, and they've also designated a special development zone, i.e. you can fast track planning permission, and they are hoping to get the redevelopment underway next March. Now it will consist of 3 new buildings. 2 of them will be offices and they can accommodate around 2,500 workers, and 1 residential building, and it will stretch to almost 14 stories, but it won't carry that many apartments. They're talking about a maximum of 42 luxury apartments, so these will be really high end, aimed at the upper end of the market. Now, as you said, Ivan, this is a historic site. This is Boland's Mill, and many people associated with the Easter Rising of 1916. I spoke a little bit earlier to Mark Reynolds, a director of Savills, the estate agency, who are acting as receivers to the site and are handling this project. And I asked him, just given the historic significance, how much of the original site is going to be demolished?
Yeah, well, firstly, on the 1916 comment, that's probably a common misconception. The activity that took place in 1916 actually took place outside the Boland Bakery, which now stands the Treasury Building on Grand Canal Street. In terms of the protected buildings, we have 5 former mill buildings on the site, and as I said, there's been a lot of time and effort gone into thinking about how we're going to sympathetically restore those buildings and bring them back into life.
So he's saying this historic significance is actually around the corner. That's where this is the mill, not the bakery.
And what they're still saying is, look, these are protected structures, and they do want to keep some of the original features of them. So they're a total eyesore
at the moment.
It does look.
I go by it every day.
Yeah, it has been effectively mothballed because there has been huge redevelopment down there. We know Google moved in. We know there was various developers who had.
Might be refused.
Looking through what details we have so far, because it is in one of these strategic development zones, there is only a small amount of things you can object to, and they have already had, because of the nature of the site, it has been around for a while, they have brought in a lot of consultants on to try and get it through the planning process as smoothly as possible. On the parking side, well, lots of the companies down there, their employees would live in around the area. There's lots of apartments in the Docklands area, and also it is connected to the Darts side as well, so the Darts run either way, literally on top of the Google site down there, so there's probably not that overall demand for parking.
Okay, well, it could be a new iconic project in Dublin. It's NAMA and Savills coming together. Ian Guider with that report, the Boland's Mill site in Dublin. Thanks, Ian.
All right, it is 7:24.